Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kelly with your next Learn It Moment. In this moment, we're going to be talking about the top 3 most important things you need to know before you start developing any of your content or training. So get your pens, get your papers. We're going to do this David Letterman style and find out what you need to do right now to make sure you're making the best content you can. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kelly. I used to be a teacher in the toughest classrooms in the worst neighborhoods with the most difficult students. And what I learned there changed everything I thought I knew about content creation and delivery. Over the past 25 years, I've taught thousands of students, both in person and online. And what I can tell you is that effective online engagement is the hardest thing you'll ever do without guidance. So I've dedicated this channel to showing people exactly how to capture attention, hold engagement, and create transformation. Every single part of it. I love learning, I love teaching and making an impact, and that's all you're gonna find right here. All right, everybody, here we go. Top 3 most important things you need to know before you start your content creation. And this is content, this is training, this is whatever you're actually doing out there to provide value back. Now, the most important thing that you need to do before you start developing content is decide what the purpose of your content is. Okay, now let's look at this. Some people are entertainers, and if you're an entertainer, great. You already know. You want to entertain. You want to evoke emotion. You want to make people smile, or you want to make people cry, or whatever your need is as an entertainer, you know essentially what the desire is when you start your content creation. But in education, that's different. So let's say it's not entertainment that you're trying to provide, but you're trying to provide education. Or let's say you're trying to create innovation, not just enhancement or reflection. These are different. Do you want the participation from the consumer? And remember, all of our consumers are customers. Customers and consumers now are pretty much the same thing. You have to decide, what am I trying to do with this? And I want the consumer, do I want them to be active, or do I want them just to sit back and ponder and consider this thought-provoking information that I'm creating? I don't know, but you have to. You have to know what is the purpose of this information. Let me give you an example. The purpose for me to create this for you is so that you have a framework, a guideline on how you should go about content creation. Maybe I would like it if you would go to the LNRiT.CA website and download one of our PDFs there, or at least, at the very least, sign up for the next engagement workshop so that we can go through more of this in a more organized area. But at the very least, I want you to have an idea that there's 3 main things you need to do before you start your content creation process. And so the number 1 is know what the heck you're trying to do, like what your content is about, what you're trying to do. Number 2, and this one is always overlooked, what is the intention of the content? What do you want the consumer of the content to do at the end? I'm going to give you the list of the 3 things. At the end of this, I want you to go to LNRiT.CA, or I want you to, at the very least, make 3 check marks on a piece of paper before you go. Do I know what my content is about? Do I know what my desired purpose for the content is? Do I know what my desired outcome for the consumer of the content is? Because without those 2 things, you can't get to the 3rd thing. And the 3rd thing is an assessment. It's really an assessment of self. It's before you hit, send. After it's done, did I hit my mark? Did I hit a home run? Did my content match the outcome that I was hoping for the consumer? You cannot ride a tin can soup can down a bobsled track. So everything that you are delivering has a best delivery mechanism. Did you get your consumers, your customers, your staff to take action? Did you make a shift for them so that at the end of that 5-minute, 7-minute, 12-minute, 2-hour, 4-hour, full weekend retreat, Did you create change or did you just suck up time? Because let me tell you, time is the non-renewable resource. And with the amount of content being created, the first thing you have to be aware of is your content is in a huge arena of competition. So it better be engaging. It better evoke change. It should evoke some type of emotion to have a greater impact on your consumers. Those three things. What is the purpose of my content? What is my desired outcome for my consumer? And then the evaluation. Will my content do the outcome for my desired audience? Those three things will completely alter how you do it. So how you do this. Now I want you to actually do this. Take the action required to make shift in how you create content. And by the way, here's a tip. It isn't going to be easy the first time you do it. The first time you do it, it's going to be a little bit rough, but I can help you with it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to determine what your content is about. Okay, here's my content. Here's why I'm creating this content. Now, at the end of this content, the next thing is evaluate it and then go back and watch the content that you created. Now, I have a zillion more things you can do within that process, but these three things are the beautiful foundation of creating engaging content. It's the way that you can get people to lean forward, because I'm telling you, the people that are leaning forward right now in this video are the people who want content that is engaging, compelling, and makes an impact in their audience. If that's you, then go to the LNRiT.CA website and register for the next the next engagement workshop that we have, and get some more information on it, because I'm telling you, your competition right now is doing it. I'm Dr. Kelly. Take some action, make some notes, and start making compelling, engaging content. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a great weekend.